Last year, people were paying over $6,000 for J.J. McCarthy NTRPAs, and same with Michael Penix. Fast forward to this year, Tyler Shough is only selling for $2,500 and Shedeur Sanders at $500. Same products, same type of players, but the market has completely shifted, and I think it's wrong. This is one of the biggest shifts I've seen in the sports card market in the last year. People got smarter. They realized buying quarterbacks that are unproven at peak high prices is probably going to lose you a lot of money. So naturally, people learned and got smarter. The market has corrected, but in my opinion, the market has actually overcorrected a little bit too much. Before we get into it, I'm giving away this Joe Burrow Purple Power from Prizm Football. It's numbered to 49. If you want to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is comment Burrow and let me know if you're going to be buying NT football this year. Let's take a look at Michael Penix. Last season, his NTRPA on September 4th, right before the season was about to start, sold on Golden for $6,300. And you can see in the same auction right here in a similar grade, J.J. McCarthy sold for $7,300. This was right as the hype was peak, right after the National and before the NFL season actually started. And if you remember, both of these guys didn't play much in their rookie years, so they hadn't shown much. And sometimes in the sports card market, when a player plays a couple games, it actually can be a benefit. Michael Penix, he only played 3 games in his rookie year. His numbers weren't that great. If we take a look, he was 1-2. He threw 3 touchdowns. He threw a couple picks. Not that great of numbers, but people thought Michael Penix taking over Atlanta with Bijan Robinson, London, and Pitts, that their offense would be explosive and his cards would maintain prices. Same thing with J.J. McCarthy. If you remember 2 years ago with Darnold, Minnesota was one of the best teams in the NFL. I think they finished 14-3. McCarthy took over. He was supposed to do great things with Justin Jefferson and an elite defense. That's why his prices were at $7,300 and Penix at $6,300 for the National Treasures RPAs. These are the most coveted cards for any rookie quarterback. The pricing on both of these guys was based on what people thought they would do, and people were paying up. A lot of guys believed in Penix and McCarthy, and these were also the only 2 rookie quarterbacks with autograph cards in NT that were actually relevant. Similar to this season, we're going to talk about Tyler Shough and Shedeur, who are the guys that have NTRPAs as quarterbacks. We look at Shedeur's NT, and it's a little bit confusing because he has 2 horizontals, but the one you want to look at has the patch on top. And this one got hit for $2,500, but that's not the actual price. If you take a look on auction, what his cards are going for, it's closer to the $500 mark, maybe $700-800 right here. This one went for $850. If we take a look, this one went for $17, but he's going down. And I think Shedeur is settling at $500-600 now. And we look at Tyler Shough, the better quarterback, the guy who performed the best. He's going for $2,500 to $3,000, depending on the patch. You could see over here, $1,800. He's actually gone up a little bit because people realized how cheap $1,875 is for a guy who performed pretty well in his rookie year. We take a look at the numbers. He played 9 games for a Saints team that, if you remember, before he took over, I think they only won 1 game. And then he went 5-4 with the team, 10 touchdowns to only 6 picks. He didn't throw many TDs, but he managed the game enough for the Saints to win, and they did pretty well when he was the quarterback. So he's going to sell as your highest priced quarterback, but still, he's going for $2,500, while at a similar time last year, the hype is pretty high right now because NT just came out, so I'm saying it's similar timing compared to preseason hype. He's going for $25,000 while these other guys went for 3x the price. And now you ask yourself, why did this happen? And the main reason, I believe, is people got smarter. The McCarthy and Penix cards are only worth about $500 to $1,000 today, and people don't want to buy Shough and Shedeur with the risk that might happen to those guys. A lot of the money in the football card market has shifted to guys that have proven it, like Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, because you know when you're buying those cards, the risk of it going down isn't very high. When you buy these young quarterback prospects who haven't proven much, you can see just how much money you can lose if they don't pan out. But this is where it gets interesting. I think the market is obviously corrected a ton, but Shedeur and Shough shouldn't be this low. The market is actually overcorrected. Tyler Shough isn't a random long shot. His trajectory as a quarterback is very impressive. If you look at guys like Josh Allen and Peyton Manning in their rookie year, their records weren't good, and they threw a lot of interceptions too. Tyler Shough has a positive TD to interception ratio, and his team was winning games. He showed way more promise in his rookie season than Penix and McCarthy combined, and he's selling for a third of the price. At these prices for Shough and Shedeur, it's pretty much baked in that they're already going to be busts. So you have a ton of room if they do play well and show flashes for their cards to increase in price. These are the times in the sports card market when you want to be a buyer, when the overcorrections are too much, when players think that these young quarterbacks are just going to fail because almost every other young quarterback in the last couple seasons has. And when National Treasures football is its last year, this is the last time they're ever going to make it, so you have that added bonus. And guys that have already shown a little bit of promise on the field. Last season, you were paying for guys that already had it baked in that they were going to be all NFL caliber players. But when you buy Shedeur, Shough, and the other guys from NT football this season, there's a ton of uncertainty around their prices and what they're going to do in the NFL. So you have a chance to really make a lot of money, especially if they pop off. The sports card market always tends to do this. The hype is there, prices are high, and a lot of people are buying. Then the next year, the hype goes down tremendously. It swings the other way. The market overcorrects. Not many people are buying, and you can snipe a ton of value. These are the moments when you want to come in. It might look bleak when you talk to other people in the sports card market. They're probably super down on buying the young quarterbacks. But that's the time when you can make a lot of money because the opportunities are there. Here's the question I've been asking myself. Are Penix and McCarthy a lot better of an investment than Shough and Shedeur? Or did the market just overcorrect so much? And that's why the prices on these guys are down this year. What do you guys think? I'm very curious if you're buying these NTRPAs this season of Shough and Shedeur and some other guys from this product. Because in my opinion, I think it's great value to be coming into a product when prices on these players have declined 3x. I'll put the link below in the description if you're trying to buy these cards to their true NTRPAs. Thank you guys for watching the video. And remember, if you want to get in the giveaway for the Joe Burrow card from Prizm number to 49, comment Burrow and who and why you're buying NT football this season. Thank you guys for watching.